Well, that's as far as American politics are concerned. But the big story back home, Anil Ambani went AGM hopping as four of his group companies held their yearly meetings with shareholders today. Now, the day began with the Reliance Capital AGM at 10 a.m., where Anil Ambani introduced his son Anmol to shareholders after he was inducted as a director. Then it was at the Reliance Communications AGM where Ambani made some big announcements. Anil Ambani got emotional as he announced a virtual merger between Reliance Communications and his brother Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Jio.
What we have accomplished is a virtual merger between Reliance Jio and Reliance Communications. Our spectrum is shared, our network is shared, our fiber is shared, our towers is shared, our voice is shared, and every effort to reap synergies, every effort to lower costs, to be capital light has been achieved. There are two committed individuals, brothers, Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani, both working relentlessly to fulfill the dreams of Dhirubhai Ambani.
Right, and Kritika Saxena was at the Reliance Communications AGM. She joins us now. Kritika, what were the key takeaways from there?
First and foremost, the most important point that stood out in the Reliance Communications AGM was Anil Ambani saying that RCom and RelJio were poised for a virtual merger of sorts. What he is essentially alluding to is the spectrum sharing and trading agreement between the two companies. He says that their spectrum, their fiber, their voice, their network is shared with RelJio. And as a result of that, RCom, through Reliance Jio's network sharing agreement, has been able to expand pan-India in the 4G presence without any additional capital expenditure. In fact, alluding to the sync between the two brothers, he said in a very emotional moment, I might add, that the two brothers, Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani, were working towards fulfilling Dhirubhai Ambani's dream. Now, to talk about the business-specific point, he also said that the tower business was in advanced stages of stake sale closure, and they're likely to complete it any minute now. He spoke about debt reduction and a very ambitious target there. He spoke about how they're looking at a 75% debt reduction by the time next year's AGM begins, and 75% he says is a minimal amount that they have in mind. They say that they are no longer an acquisition target. They have now become a consolidator, and the deal with SSTL and Aircel, that is the three-way merger, is in final stages of completion. And interestingly, he also said that they are not interested in participating very heavily in spectrum auctions, and it's something that we had reported earlier as well. He says that they are well positioned with the presence that they have, along with the companies that they have acquired and the partnership with RelJio, and hence were not going to be very aggressive in the spectrum auction. So a power-packed, many important comments coming in, including some very emotional ones as well from Anil Ambani.
Right, thanks Kritika for joining us with those details. But